Hey, I'd like to talk today about your feet, socks, and foot care. Now, we've all had cotton socks that we've peeled off our feet and thrown into the corner, and they stand up because they're all stiff and nasty. That's because they've absorbed all the sweat, and the fibers have swelled up so big that they get that way. They can't breathe. They can't allow the moisture to escape and the air to come in due to the fibers swelling up, locking together, and that's why those socks behave that way. Wool socks behave less that way because they don't absorb as much. Also, microfiber socks absorb less because that's the way they're made. With the microfibers, they don't absorb as much as the wool. So on some sites you'll find out where people wear one sock inside the other sock, maybe a thin microfiber with a wool outer. Why they like those combinations better. But stick with the socks. For myself, I don't like cotton socks. I like microfiber, more so than wool. If I'm hanging around the house, not doing anything, trying to keep warm, a wool sock's nice. If I'm out walking, doing any exercise, anything like that, hiking, camping, anything, I usually take microfiber socks, whether it be thinner, thicker ones here because it's wintertime, whatever else. Look into different pairs of socks for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. You can look up poly socks on the internet, microfiber socks, smart wool socks, regular wool socks. All these different things for foot care will tell you different things. My suggestion to you is to take a look at your feet, take care of your feet with different socks. Now, we could spend the whole thing on that. I'm not going to bother. Headache. And I don't know what this is called, but it's like a little cheese grater. I suffer from psoriasis, and I'm diabetic, and I spend a lot of time on my feet. So keeping my heels down and the rough spots down, yes, I use them. Take care of my feet that way. The other thing you have to worry about with your feet, especially if you're out and you have your socks and you're doing your camping and your hiking and other things that are coming on. I know everybody's getting ready for spring. We all want to get out there and do our thing. Well, dryness. Keeping your feet dry, allowing your feet to breathe, which goes back to socks, whereas if you're wearing cotton socks, it collects the moisture against your feet. Keeping your feet dry, taking care of your feet after a long hike or taking camping or whatever is important. So at the end of the day, actually a couple times a day, you should stop and change your socks. Military guys understand, they make us change our socks twice a day, that kind of thing. The reason being is we want to keep our feet dry. Therefore, you don't have foot fungus. Therefore, you don't have jungle rot. Therefore, you don't have other blisters and problems. Is because of the rubbing and chafing on your feet. Water accumulates from your sweat and swells up the socks. The socks get nasty, trap things against your skin, and you have problems. So that's why everybody, change your socks, change your socks, change your socks. So a couple pairs of socks, take with me. Well, actually, I take about 3 or 4 pairs with me. Go out, change my socks twice a day. At the end of the day, it's nice to have an extra pair of socks to sleep in if it's cold out. Wash your feet. Take care of your feet. Dry your feet. That's really important. Foot powder. Okay? Sometimes heel creams, whatever else you may need on your feet. Don't worry about being a girly man. You're taking care of your feet. You got to put cream on your feet. You got to put something on your feet, the Neosporin to cover cuts or cracked heels or whatever else. Do what you got to do. Foot powder to help dry your feet out. Wash your feet first, then dry your feet, then apply foot powder or whatever, and then a nice, clean, dry pair of socks is important. So socks are important, and taking care of your feet are important. And I want to make sure that you all understand that before summertime comes and everybody's out there sweating and running around having a good time. So this year, instead of cotton socks, try a pair of some of the new light wools they have out there. They're really nice. Try a pair of the microfiber socks. Those are really nice too. And they're not that much more expensive than a regular pair of socks. You're going to pay a couple of bucks more, but in all things in life, you get what you pay for. So that's my suggestion on foot care today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next one.